Thank you for tuning in to Inward Beauty, where we remind beauties everywhere of how beauty starts within. All right, beauties, I am here in the kitchen with the great Taisili Ma'at of Taisili's Raw Reality in historic West End Atlanta. Everybody knows the famous spicy carrot wraps. I know you know the famous spicy carrot wraps. And people are willing to wait as long as it takes, as long as they get that spicy punani. And y'all know it's true. So today we're making kimchi, raw vegan style, also known as Tawaichi. And Tessie's going to make her version called what?
Tasichi.
Our ingredients are red cabbage, also known as purple cabbage, because that's what we're going to call it. Hemp seeds, sesame seeds, bell pepper. You don't have to use bell pepper.
So you're calling these red peppers
Sun-dried
bell
tomatoes.
peppers?
Yes, these are bell peppers.
So
Or sweet peppers. Some people call them sweet peppers.
okay, so bell peppers. I'm used to bell peppers being bigger, rounder. So what makes these bell peppers?
That's a great question. When you open them up, they look like bell peppers. They taste like bell peppers. Definitely bell pepper family for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is what the kimchi looks like after it sits on the counter and ferments. So that's how it looks. Yeah, let me let you get inside of there.
Yes. Excellent.
Now, look how big this container is. So this shows you how much of it I eat. And this is by myself.
It smells so good, too.
Oh, it's so delicious, right? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I think Tasila's going to do is chop up her purple cabbage. It's not red cabbage, it's purple cabbage. Red cabbage, purple cabbage.
Have been on them.
Yeah.
So even if it's organic, we still want to be sure we've got enough other people's germs to the best of our ability. And you know, I always look at the outer leaves as being protection for the inside. So here we go. So am I chopping up the whole thing, Tawai?
Yes, and I absolutely would leave off the outer leaves myself if I were you. Yep. So you're right, it is protection. And it doesn't mean you can't clean it and use it for something else, because you can.
Absolutely. Back in the early days, we had the spicy naked taco. And even Chef Yoshi tried to bring it back around 2021 or so. And we would use the purple cabbage as a taco shell. So yeah.
I like
I'm going to get a bigger knife for this.
Okay, my knife was too little.
For chopping up cabbage this size, for me, yes.
Okay.
So now, is it a specific way I need to?
However you want to. Some people make it really thin, and some people make it big. So it's up to you. Depends on how I'm feeling. I just cut it up. Now, sometimes, I'll demonstrate. You gonna save this one?
Well, was gonna cut up both of them as per your instructions.
So some people like their stuff thin, and so if you want it thin, then all you have to do is just go in there and just make long little pieces. This doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be cute, right? And you can make little bitty strips like that, or you can make them as big as you want, right?
So yeah, I call this ribboning. So we cut our kale like this in ribbons. Yeah, cut them in ribbons. A real blessing to have them in ribbons like this because they absorb the seasoning much faster and it tenderizes better.
Okay.
So all your greens you can do this way. Even if I'm cooking greens, I will do the same thing.
Okay.
So that's just a, what do they call that? A hack.
A hack.
A
Thank you
veggie
for
hack,
sharing
yeah.
that.
I'm going to put it in here. Now, should I cut these in half or leave them long like this?
You can leave them long if you like. Some people cut theirs half. Some people leave them long. Some people have big fat chunks.
So it could be whatever you want them to be.
Whatever you want it to be.
I really like cutting the cruciferous veggies in the strips, like you said.
You like cutting them better in the strips?
I do, because again, like I said, for me, it's easier to chew, it's easier to digest, and it seasons better. I don't know if it's easier to digest. Let me take that back. But if it's easier to chew, that tends to lean toward it being easier to digest.
I was going to say, well, let's talk about that. What makes our food digestible? It being broken down into smaller pieces. So with the food being broken down into smaller pieces, it absolutely makes it easier to digest. So you can say that. I would say that's a yes.
Isn't that beautiful, family?
That's
Look at
gorgeous.
That. Isn't that beautiful? Food is so exciting to me. As an artist, I love beautiful, vibrant colors with the food.
It's beautiful. It looks good.
This is going to make a lot, isn't it?
It is.
Even though I know it's going to shrink down. Does it do a lot of shrinkage?
No, not as much as like turnips would shrink a lot.
Okay.
And this cabbage is going to last a long time. What I love about fermented foods is that you don't have to have refrigeration.
That's right. That's right.
I love that. You can leave it out and you have food almost forever.
You know, that's a real blessing, because for the people who are into preparedness,
right,
which we all should be,
right,
we need to know more about fermented foods, pickled foods,
exactly.
Foods. Even though we want to be able to have things raw, and we should know how to sprout, to forage, and to prepare foods that are raw, being able to pickle, to can, to ferment, that's essential.
Exactly.
It is really essential when it comes to preparedness.
Stay tuned for part 2 and join us at the Quantum Soul Fest.